looking for a last minute costume for Halloween or Halloween weekend, or already planning for next year, I'm about to show you costumes that you can do with stuff from your closet. These are all costumes I did this year. So these are ideas, but also just a way for me to show you the costumes I did this year. Some may say I have clothes for everything. So maybe you probably won't have these things, but it's a thought that counts. All of these I did with my own wardrobe. Let's get started. Sorry. The first one I did was Daphne and Velma. Halloween Daphne and Velma. Maybe basic or maybe iconic. Scarf. People need to get on the scarves. This year I got on the scarf train and it changed my life. I've been looking for scarves. Sometimes they are outrageously priced for a scarf, but you can make your own scarf so easily. I did do this the last year too, and I used my green tights as a scarf. So if you have any green fabric, go ahead. Easy peasy, check. You got the Daphne. Velma, not a lot of people have orange, but also it is fall. You're gonna get more orange in your wardrobe, maybe. Betty Boop. I don't know if I just wasn't in the loop and this was like very popular for many years, but recently it's been going up again and it's very easy. Red dress, honestly, that's it. You can do more, but really, red dress, you do something with your hair. I am a short hair truther for girls, so if you want to cut your hair, that'd be great. Or if you want to get a wig, if I'm seeing it, I don't care if it's a wig. If I'm seeing you in short hair, thank you. Then I saw this, there was this trend where what I would wear as this superhero, and you do like your whole little costume. And I saw this trend for a Monster High character that I've never seen before. I don't know how, because it's in New York and me and my sister love that movie. And her name's Mercedes King. And I fell in love with her. And then I was like, okay, put this on the list. I'm going to be here for Halloween. Maybe this isn't that easy to do, but if you have it, do it. Okay, so I could definitely do this better in the future if I wanted to, because I just used what I already had and then used paper to make things like the shirt and the skirt and the ears. There's so many Monster High characters that I feel like you could find one that matches stuff that you have inside your closet, you know? Next, because I was Gray from Mercedes King, I was Bride of Frankenstein, and ever since my costume last year, I've been waiting to do this one because my wig, I wanted to do a whole Bride of Frankenstein photo shoot, and it's actually, the costume, so easy. It's like all white. The only hard part about that costume is the wig, and you could probably buy it. Maybe if you have Amazon Prime, you can do that one. Or if you want to do your hair, if you want to try and do that with your hair, I don't know much about hair. I'm really bad at hair, so don't ask me to do it, but you can do it. So this is a character from a book series, a graphic novel called Mish the Bad Demon, and ever since I read it, I've been wanting to cosplay her, so I finally did it, and I'm so happy I did, and it turned out so cute. Lots of characters, most of them just wear like everyday clothes. It's very easy. I had this brilliant idea, as I often do. I am brilliant, to dress up as my childhood stuffed animal, and then I dressed up my stuffed animal, Mr. Monkey is his name, as me. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I don't feel like I'm getting enough credit for this. Hey, so that one might be a little bit hard if you don't have tiny bangs or a little wig and little clothes. But if you want to go to the thrift, get some baby clothes, get some Build-A-Bear clothes that you would wear, then you get to take your stuffed animal to your party and your little occasion. And then you have a direct, what is it called? Sample? Like, you have it with you. Everyone will know what you are because it's right here. Then I did Lumpy Space Princess, which is just fluffy purple. And then just do some makeup. And then you can do a group if you want a group. Easy, easy, easy. Kind of easy. It's like easy if needed in the time crunch to be easy. It can be easy and fast. If you want to reach your highest potential, you can take longer time. But since it is 2 days till Halloween, you can do the easy route. Penny, which was very last minute, and it turned out so much better than I was expecting. And then Daisy got to be Bolt. And I talk about this all the time. Why not talk about it when it's the cutest thing ever? Bolt has a bolt because he has a bolt on his patch. And Daisy has a duck patch. Daisy has a duck patch. And how Bolt is his name? Daisy, Duck, Daisy, Daisy, Duck, Daisy. Willow from the Owl House, my favorite character. Maybe my favorite character out of like all media. Tinkerbell and Willow. She's definitely up there. This is a scenario where I bought clothes that I would wear, but I also bought them because it looks like her costume. The people love Coraline. The people love Coraline. They will go crazy for you. And if you have a rain jacket, you're set. And then some like striped socks or tights. You can just go to the store and get those, especially right now because it is Halloween. I still have to watch the movie. Hey, and speaking of movies, Halloween movies, Haunted Mansion, the Muppets movie. So at the beginning of the movie, they're at the party and Miss Piggy is dressed up as Kermit and Kermit is dressed up as Miss Piggy. So hello, perfect costume alert. So I decided to be Miss Piggy dressed up as Kermit. You know, that's like my favorite. I never do it, but I'm like, characters dressed up as other characters, because Halloween is when someone is dressed up as something. But when I'm dressed up as something, that's not enough. That's not Halloween, even though Halloween is dressed up as something. But also it's like, my Halloween, it would be me dressed up as something, dressed up as something. So it's like even more Halloween. You know, that's what feels Halloween. If you're in my brain placement, altering, gearing up, you will understand that. My favorite part of the movie is when, because they're Muppets, they dress up as the characters in the movie, The Haunted Mansion, and Miss Piggy is Madame the Crystal Ball. And she was like, this is my biggest part in the movie, and all I am is a hen? Something like that. I don't know, it was really funny. It was funny to me. But it's awkward that you're not laughing with me right now. Fluttershy, you can take either the horse or the girl or a little mashup, and then you have like your little cutie mark so people know what you are. And I feel like out of the main six, everyone will have clothes that would fit one of the 6 ponies or any of the ponies in the universe. Then I did Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. My hair was bothering me. The rollers were bothering me, so it didn't turn out well. So I had to use a wig, and then it turned out fine. And then I tried to do Audrey too, and that didn't turn out too good. But the idea is good, so if you want it, do it. SpongeBob, I loved so much more than I thought I was, because I was originally, okay, and I really want to do Sandy. So I'm going to do SpongeBob so I can do Sandy. And Sandy was like, alright. SpongeBob was like everything. So good. And I made someone change their Halloween costume to SpongeBob because of it. Yes, I am an influencer. I do influence people. Yes. I had Daisy be Gary. I realized something. Let's go back in time when I said Penny. Because I thought it was Penny from Bolt. But really it was Penny from Hairspray. But who cares on the order? The order doesn't matter. But I don't want to forget this. So Penny from Hairspray. I was Penny from Hairspray. The hair was an arm workout, but hair is the main part. So if you can do the hair, the clothes don't really matter. And get a lollipop. Then because the costume looks so similar, I did Elsa from Frankenweenie. I was able to do Daisy as Persephone. So cute, Daisy in my little wig. I did Powder and Jinx. I probably just had the right clothes for it. It would probably be a little bit harder, but also the makeup is definitely the main aspect of the costume. Tried to do Maddie from Amphibia because I love her. She's my favorite character. That didn't turn out well. So I did the rest of them. I have this wallpaper. I change my wallpaper every season, sometimes like every month, just like to fit the vibe. But I needed a Halloween one, and I wasn't really finding one that I wanted. So I made my own. I had some old Bubbaline drawings I did of them in couples costumes. And then I drew some more. And I had a whole new wallpaper corkboard of pictures. And then one day I had this lovely idea to do all of them. All with stuff I already had. And then I also made some accessories, paper accessories. And that turned out pretty good. Then I did Avatar makeup, that's just the makeup. Which is easy because if you have face paint, okay, maybe people don't have face paint, but you can go to the store, I'm sure, and get some face paint or eyeshadow, maybe. Avatar makeup, boom. You just wear a brown outfit, boom, easy, easy, easy. Everyone knows what you are because it's the biggest movie of all time. Then I did Croak. Okay, his name is Croak, but do we actually know that? His name's Croak, but I called him Croak for years, and maybe it's like a little nickname I have for him because I feel bad. I'm like, okay, I want to call you by your real name, but then I'm like, okay, you're a fictional frog. And the connection I made was with Croak, not Croak. It was just messing with my brain. But it is a frog from Animal Crossing, which was also mainly face paint. I also did Celeste and Blathers. I did makeup for that too. Not really like full face, but not in like a way that I painted my whole face. And then I just wore clothes that matched their little thing. And then also clothes that I think they would wear. And I think it turned out really good. Not to toot my own horn. And then I did a Just Dance. I don't know if the chicken came before the egg or the egg came before the chicken. I don't know if I wanted to do this character or if I wanted to do Just Dance characters and then this character came. I think Just Dance, being a Just Dance character, iconic. There's so many different options. And then this one's Halloween, which makes it even more perfect. It's one of my favorite songs. I don't know why. I just love it. You know the whole dance. Ghost in the Keys. Little Pink Frankenstein girl. I'm always her. Whenever a group costume idea comes up, I recommend Shrek. I'm always Puss in Boots, Obvi. I've never done the group one, so I decided, let me just do it alone. Honey Lemon. Me and my mom were looking for a yellow cardigan for the longest time for her, and then also her purse, because I want to make her purse. I want to make her whole outfit. And I finally found a yellow cardigan, but it wasn't for her. It was for me. And then my mom was like, you finally found your yellow cardigan. I was like, what? I was like, oh, yes. I was looking for a yellow cardigan for a costume that I love, but also happens to be another costume, but also it was a costume that I would also happen to wear. So it was both, but I switched it through time. I decided to do her outfit. I definitely can do better in the future, but I wanted to do her outfit. And then I tried to do her superhero costume too, which wasn't the worst, but definitely will do better in the future. Such a good group costume. Maybe not the best the last minute group costume, but definitely an option for the future. I did some Disney bounce because I was at Disney for some of the days and I wanted to do costumes. And I did a Maleficent, which was very easy. Black dress. I had green tights and then I had purple fishnets, so it was like scales. And then the star of the show, my hair, my sister and my mom did my hair. I had these devil horns and then wrapped my hair around them. And then I did Oogie Boogie, which I had green shirt and I had these little spider rings and I clipped them on my shirt for bugs. And then I had a tan skirt and I had this ribbon and I sewed it to look like stitching and I clipped that onto the skirt and I added green mesh. Potato bag, stitches, a little bit of green, bugs, Oogie Boogie. I did Tulip from Infinity Train, a Lost Media, but such a good show. For Pots Day, I wanted to be a disabled character and I wanted someone near and dear to me. I was Nessa Rose and it actually turned out better than I could have expected because I had this dress that was white with red accents, but I was like, maybe it won't look like it because it'd be like red gingham with ants, but it actually turned out so good and I get to dance in my wheelchair. I'm so excited for the second movie, but I'm also not because I'm not ready to see the hate. There's not enough time in the day for you to spend your time hating on Nessa. You don't understand her. Every character in that movie is flawed, even though I think Elphaba is pretty perfect. And you're gonna hate on Nessa more than the Wizard and Madame Mormel. Then I did Hercules and Megara. I've been wanting to do this costume for a while, and I made some stuff out of ribbon and paper. And now all I have is my actual costume coming soon. You will see that soon, and the making of it. I hope you get some ideas. My camera just died. I hope you get some ideas. I hope you have a lovely Halloween, and I can't wait to see all the costumes. Bye. I'm here to say I forgot Jinx from Teen Titans, but I love her, and I want to do this group costume with someone soon. So if you want applications in the comments, please, bye.